Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of the Dutch Stream. I'm Jake and today we've got our first European game on camera. We have already played one in the Europa League and it's the hardest game that we're going to have in our group. It's away to Napoli. Since you were last with us, obviously the group has been drawn now. So as you can see, we got Bate Borisov, FC Midtjylland, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Napoli, who are easily the biggest team in the group, and us, of course. So here we have the winner of the Bulgarian League, the winner of the Denmark League, and Napoli, who came, where did they come last season? Let's have a look. Serie A last season, Napoli didn't come in the top 3, so they must have came 4th to get into this Europa League. And as you can see here, in the first set of games, we did beat Bate Borisov 1-0. We were completely dominant, they didn't have a shot, we had about 20, only won 1-0 in the end though. But luckily, Napoli didn't get a win, so if we lose here today, it shouldn't make that big of a deal. I am confident of qualifying from this group, not in first place, so second place. I think Napoli should go through as the top dog from this group, but I'm confident that we can finish above Bate and hopefully Midtjylland too. We'll see when we eventually play them how good they are compared to us. But other than that game, we've had some great success in the league too. You saw us win 2-0 in the first match of the season. We've then won 3-0, 3-0, 1-0, 3-1, where we conceded our only goal that we've conceded all season so far against Twente. In a very big win for us, we beat PSV at home. We beat Bate Borisov, like I said, in the Europa League. Drew to Excelsior, which was only a few days after the Bate game, so I played a completely rotated side, and unfortunately we didn't get the win. But it hasn't mattered too much in terms of the league standing, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we just did beat Groningen. Now we have got some hard games coming up: Napoli, Willem, Ajax, Midtjylland, and I expect this will be the month where things start to go downhill. But I'm hoping with the squad depth that we've got this season, we don't have a complete fall off like we did last year. I think last year it was somewhere around January too. We were doing really well looking, and all of a sudden it all went wrong as our squad depth started to go a bit too thin. And our players got very tired, it didn't go as well. But I think this year we've got a good squad, good enough to challenge on multiple fronts and hopefully do well in both the league, get through the group stages of the Europa League and see where it takes us, and do better in the Cup this year too. So as I was saying, we have done pretty well in the league with all them wins, and it means that we are now clear at the top by 2 points. Up until the 6th game, all 3 of these teams, AZ, Ajax and us, had won every match. We won 1 and then drew 1 after that. Ajax drew both, whereas AZ drew 1 and lost 1, so we're doing pretty good here. Obviously it might not last forever, but it's a very good start, and I think it's very good that Feyenoord and PSV are nowhere to be seen at the minute, especially Feyenoord well off, because I don't expect Willem II to be in here for that long, meaning top 4 should be secured again. We got 3rd last season, and I think we can push above one of either Ajax or AZ this season. I think it was Feyenoord who finished 2nd last season, so the fact that they're all the way down there is a very good sign. I know it's early days, but still pretty good for us to be top of the league this far in. We did not end up making any more transfers after the last video, so it is the normal team today. Boutink and Tanan have been 2 of our best players this season, and they will both start today's match against Napoli, with Chong on the left, who has performed slightly better than Zeballos, although neither of them have really performed on that left side yet. Hoff and Bazor in the middle, who have been brilliant, and then McKenna playing the game here. I've been trying him and Tronstad and Gallagher. McKenna seems to be the one that actually does a decent job. Filipovic, Doki, Babic, Clark and Unsane as the usual defence. McKenna has been decent since he came in. Filipovic has been really good for us, as has Babic, who's been amazing. In terms of our other new signings, Kawatsi had a game and he didn't really look that special. Malabi though, this winger, he is very pacing, very good to bring off the bench, so I'm very happy with him. A very good option to bring on instead of Tanan. And yeah, that's basically, things have been going really well so far. I don't expect him to keep going because this is going to be our hardest match of the season, and I think it will take a turn from here. It's not going to get any harder than Napoli away in this Europa League group. Obviously, the further we get in the competition, the more matches we'll have like this. But if we were playing Napoli at home, I'd say we'd give them a decent game based on what Midtjylland did to them in the last game where they drew 1-1. But I think here at Napoli's ground, it's going to be a struggle. But if we can come away with anything, it's definitely a result. At the time of recording, we're currently on 82 subscribers and pushing 85 subscribers. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed and you enjoy the content, it would mean a hell of a lot if you could hit that subscribe button and hopefully get us to 85 sooner rather than later, because that means we can push for 100 as soon as possible. With that being said, I hope you do enjoy the video and let's get into the match. And we are off here against Napoli. Napoli showing a very strong side out there. Koulibaly, Zielinski, Lozano, Allen, Politano. I believe they've probably got Mertens or Insigne on too. And very early on, they do have a very good chance here from a set piece, which Unsane saves well. But not the best of starts if we're already having chances like that. And we deal with the corner, win a free kick from it. And that is that first scare done. Yeah, they've got Insigne on. Maybe they sold Mertens? No, Mertens is on the bench with an array of great players on there too. Callahan, Fabian, Manolas, Sturgi was a young defender that we were looking at, and we brought him in our Chelsea save, and he looks like a very good player, and he's now at Napoli, so there's not a very good chance of us getting our hands on him. And as we can see, Midtjylland have just gone 1-0 ahead against Bate Borisov, so it looks like Bate are the worst team in the group, as Napoli build up a good attack on the edge of our area. Maybe we can counter-attack off them, but it looks like it's Napoli pressure. Di Lorenzo, Gulam finds Di Lorenzo, Allen on the edge of the box. Allen hits it out to Zielinski, and we're struggling here. Una, I don't know who this guy is, but he hasn't scored at least. Filipovic gets it away. Are we okay? I hope we're okay. Please just end the highlight. I don't want to watch any more of this. Clark heads it away to Chong, and highlight over. We survive that early scare. But we're not being completely dominated. We've got the possession on Napoli so far, but they are having a multitude of chances where we are not. But you never know. We could catch them on the break. We have been doing that a lot this season. Babic taking it past Insigne nicely. Babic got his first call up for Serbia recently. He's been playing outstanding and is definitely our best centre-back. Clark on the left finds Chong. Chong back to Clark. Clark, come on, Clark, you can do something here. Hoff on the edge of the area. McKenna, Filipovic, we're working it backwards. We don't want Napoli to pinch it off us here, though. Hoff. And we've given it away, and Napoli are going to break on us. Please stop. Insigne, no, please don't do this to us. Insigne, and he hits it wide. We're happy with that. 30 minutes in, they missed. Oh well. Babic and Docky are a current centre-back pairing, but we did get a £5 million offer from, I think it was Willem for Docky. On deadline day, we rejected it. I don't think Docky's got that much potential, as you can see. He's not going to go on and become a well-beaten centre-back, but he's grown at the club right now. I think he did start off at Ajax. Hold on. Napoli have a free kick and they've scored it. Here I am talking about our centre-back, and I just missed that. It looked like a very good goal. I don't know how they got a free kick on the edge of the area, but they did. And to be fair, there's not much you can do about these situations. They're going to happen. It is in the top corner. Maybe Unsane could have got it, but I don't think so. I think that's just a very good free kick. And Napoli have deserved to be in front. We might have to change up this formation in the second half. But yeah, as I was saying, Docky, I don't think he's got that much potential to go on and be a world beater, but he's been with the club for a while. He wasn't made in the academy here, but he's been pretty good for us, so we're going to keep him for a bit. Maybe eventually replace him one day, but not right now, as Napoli get another goal, but I think it might be offside. Yes, it is offside. We've got a bit lucky there. Still only 1-0 to Napoli, and there's a chance that we could nick a goal, but it doesn't look very much like that, and we could get a draw, but you never know. At 60 minutes, I'm going to start changing stuff up, so we're going to say show some passion, and now it's time. We've got nothing to lose here, Napoli away, so we're going to push further ahead. We're going to put Bazor on here, change him to a box-to-box midfielder. McKenna hasn't had the best of games. You know what I've done? Oh, so you've had a problem here. Usually in the Eredivisie you have 12 subs, and I didn't realise you're only going to have 7 in the Europa League, obviously, which means that all the subs pass for the 7 sub mark, which I don't usually worry about where they're placed because usually I have 12 subs. They're not all here, which means we've pretty much got just defenders on the bench. This isn't good at all. We're going to bring on Parrott up front, and then we're just going to have to bring McKenna back into midfield. That was a waste of time. We're going to bring on Maatsen on for Clark, and we're going to take Filipovic off for Dujon Sterling, get some of them Chelsea players on. Maybe they can bring a bit of magic to this Europa League game, but I very much doubt it now. That is a big oversight on my end for not realising what was going to happen with the substitutes there. And there's not much to do here. I don't really know what to do. Insigne into the box, Koulibaly scores, and that's going to be game over. Barté did get a goal against Midtjylland, which does help us out because it will mean that we'll still be in the top 2 in the group. This was obviously going to be the hardest game and our biggest test probably across both seasons so far. Napoli, a very good side, and they've proved it here. That they're just walking over us, to be honest. But you would expect that, and now Bazor to Babic. There's a highlight from centre. Who knows, maybe we're going to get a goal. I'd take a 2-0 loss, but if we got 3-0, then it starts to look a bit embarrassing and it is going to lower morale. But you never know. Maatsen on the left here finds Troy Parrott. Maatsen, Bazor, come on boys, you can do this. No, Allen steals it back, plays one long ball over, and Napoli are through with Politano. Politano to Insigne, 3-0, and we are being destroyed here by Napoli, pulled apart as you would have expected. But I don't really know what to do. I can't really fix this with the players I've got on the bench and the personnel I have in the first 11 anyway. I mean, you can see in the stats here we did well on the possession side of things, but I think Napoli want that. They're just playing a counter-attacking football, which has worked really well against us. We haven't really had a chance. Maybe we could get a consolation goal against them, but it's just one of them days. We've been outclassed and you would expect it. But Bazor goes forward here. Can he pull something back? Takes it past another one. Plays the ball into the air. It's been headed away, but Hoff wins it. Finds Maatsen. Maatsen to Bazor, Hoff, Maatsen again. He's worked a lot of space, Maatsen, since he's came on. He's done quite a good job. Bazor, Hoff. We've got to do something with the ball. Bazor again. McKenna, Parrott, Osama Tanan. Osama Tanan goes close. Almost got his goal against Napoli there, but it's not to be. And it's a bit stupid, but I'm just going to tell the players to concentrate and hopefully just see it out at 3-0. I don't want to concede another. Fabian going forward now. He's fresh off the bench. To Politano to Insigne. He's carved through Babic, and Unsane makes a good save, to be fair. And we've been battered here, but we do have a corner. It's Hoff into the box. It's Parrott. It's bounced around a bit. Nothing's happened with it. There's going to be a final highlight to end the game out, as Midtjylland have just got a final goal to put themselves 2-1 up against Barte, which means they'll be on 4 points, same as Napoli. We're only on 3, which means we are now third place in the group. Not that it matters this early on. We've got our hardest game out of the way here once this is done. And Napoli, are they going to get another? No, we've hit it forward to Parrott. And no, Napoli are going to come at us again. Please just stop. Have some mercy, please, Napoli. Fabian goes through our defence to Insigne. Unsane makes a really good stop, actually, there. The quality is showing, but Unsane is holding them off the best he can. He doesn't want it to be a 6-0 game. He'll take a 3-0. And blow your whistle, please, referee. I don't want to see any more of this. There we go. There's the final whistle. I can't really be too annoyed because, like, as you can see, the assistant manager's trying to get me to tell the players that they did excellent. Because really, what more did we expect than getting battered? But I've got to tell them I'm not happy with that. The boys will understand. And we're just going to move on from that game. We've got a tough one coming up against Willem too. They are 4th. It's away. It's going to be a hard match. I actually would prefer the Ajax match over the Willem match. But we'll see how we get on. I think I'll next bring it back for the Barte game away in November. That will give us a bit of a break until probably the Ajax game. Then we'll have a January transfer window. So I think Barte away will be our next game at the end of November. I think that'll be a good one to show. So there we go. That is the end of today's video. We have been battered, but you know, it was to be expected. Fair play to Napoli. And we've just got to move on and hopefully put this result behind us. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, feel free to like the video, comment if you want to get involved down below. Remember, if you comment your name below, you could still be in with a chance of having one of the players in our youth academy named after you. And who knows, you could come through and break into the first team one day. Subscribe to see more content like this. I hope to see you in the next one, guys, and goodbye.